students, in the last lecture we discussed about the cases of pronouns. In this lecture we are going to learn about the verbs. Here, before starting the topic of verb, we must know the definition of the verb. So definition is given here. A verb is a word that shows an action. Means what is called verb? The word which shows an action, it is called verb. असा जो word जो action सांगत असेल, which suggests or which tells an action, that time we can say that the word it is called as a verb. So few images are given here. Jumping girl. Here what is girl doing here? Jumping. So jumping activity is being done by the girl, so that jumping it is verb. The baby sleeps. Here also sleeping activity is done. That's why sleep it is. Sleep tells an action, and that's why sleep it is main verb. In the third image, a man eats a burger. Now in this sentence, the man eating activity is being done by the man. So eat it is showing an action of eating. So eat it is main verb. So again I repeat the definition of verb. You must transfer all the things in your notebook so that you will understand very well. So again I repeat the definition of verb. Verbs means a verb. Verb is a word that shows an action. So here, before starting the topic, we must know all the parts of the verbs. So up to 10th standard we might have discussed the forms of the verb, but here we are going to discuss about the types of verbs at first. So verb has two types as it is given on the slide: main verb and auxiliary verb. Usually you might have seen 4 forms, but here types are different and forms are different. Forms: present form, past participle form, and present participle forms are the forms of the main verb. But here verb types we are going to learn. So main verb and auxiliary verb, and in the main verb also here a segregation has been done: a regular verb and irregular verb. In the auxiliary verb there are also 2 types: primary auxiliary and modal auxiliary. Now here, how can we understand, how can we identify which is main verb and which is auxiliary verb? So for that purpose, for identification of main verb or auxiliary verb, there are some clues which has been given. So let us learn. So main verb may have suffixes like d, ed, s or es. Okay, means if someone tells us to identify main verb, so we must know that, we must understand. So main verb can have, or main verb may have ed for suffix, d suffix, s or es suffixes like. So addition to that, for the main verb they may have past form, past participle form, and infinitive forms also. And third part is main verb can change. Means here in the main verb there we can hear what main verb changes according to the subject. Means we have to change in the main verb according to the subject. For example, he goes. So we cannot say that he go, because he it is third person singular, and because of that, if we are writing the sentence in the simple present tense, so we have to take he goes in the simple present. We cannot say that, or we should not use he go. In the next sentence, instead of that he, let us take they go. It is proper, we cannot say that they goes. So here main verb changes according to the subject which is used in the sentence. Here in detail all the information has been given. So they can get suffixes like d, ed, s or es. For example, go, goes, look, looked, or looks, or looking, we can also take. Manage, managed, manages, managing. Cook, cooked, cooking. Ing also we can add as a suffix for the main verb, to the main verb. Make, made, made, making, makes. So here for the main verb we can add suffixes like d, ed, s, es and ing. It is not given, but we can add there, because for making present participle we have to add ing to the main verb. So ing is also there in the suffixes. So this is all about the first statement. And also they are having infinitive forms. So to go also there, to see, to bring, to be, to do. So these are the infinitive forms. So the main verb has infinitive form, or main verbs have infinitive forms. In the further slide, they can have past tense and past participle forms. So past tense and past participle forms are very much important in making different kinds of sentences, for telling different kinds of situations. Okay, so here they can have past tense and past participle form. Example, so I go, in the past I went. In the past perfect or present perfect, I have gone, he has gone. In the also going is there. So going here we can use in present continuous tense, past continuous tense, future continuous tense, and in the gerund also we can use ing form, means present participle form. So go, went, gone and going are the forms of the main. So here what main verbs can have past tense and past participle forms. For examples are given here: look, looked, looking, looked, looking. Manage, managed, managed, managing. Bring, brought, bringing. Make, made, making. Like cook, cooked, cooking. Here buy, bought, buying. So create, created, creating. So many more, means plenty of verbs you can write for this statement, for this rule. So regular verb also here, regular. Now below that there are two types for the main verb, a regular verb and irregular verbs. So how can we identify regular verb and irregular verbs? So regular verb, now this was all about the main verb. Now let us see the information about regular and irregular verbs. So how can we identify regular and irregular verb? So here clues are given. How to identify regular verb? So regular verb can be identified by applying following rules or following methods. So a regular verb may have d and ed suffixes, means we can frame past form and past participle form by adding d or ed. So those verbs which have d or ed form are called a regular verb. For example, look, looked, and looking. Like cook, cooked, cooked and cooking. Okay, so how to identify irregular verb? Further type is irregular verb. So irregular verb has past form and past participle form different. So irregular verbs have past form and past participle form different. For example, go, it is main verb, went, it is past participle form, and gone, it is present participle form. Past participle, and going, it is present participle form. Go present, went past, gone past participle, and going present participle. So in this way, so we can identify regular and irregular form. So here, for sometimes present and past forms are different, and we cannot add ed or d and for the irregular verb. इरेग्युलर वर्ब ही डी आणि ईडी लागून त्यांचे पास्ट फॉर्म आणि पास्ट पार्टिसिपल फॉर्म होत नाहीत. ज्यांचे पास्ट फॉर्म आणि पास्ट पार्टिसिपल फॉर्म हे वेगळे असतात आणि ते ईडी किंवा डीनं जोडून पास्ट फॉर्म तयार झालेले नसतात, अशांना इरेग्युलर वर्ब असं म्हटलं जातं. आता आपण वर्ब बघितलं, त्याच्यातलं मेन वर्ब, रेग्युलर अँड इरेग्युलर, बरोबर. Let us move on the auxiliary verb. Okay, so here auxiliary verbs has also two types: primary auxiliary and modal auxiliary. So let us learn about the primary auxiliaries. So here primary auxiliaries are given below: am, is, are, was, were, have, has, had, do, does, and finally did is there. Second point is what? They can complete the sentence by their own. Means what here? Primary. Why are they called primary auxiliaries? Because they are able to complete the meaning of the sentence. They can give proper meaning to the sentence, and they don't have or they don't want any main verb. For example, I am smart. So after listening the sentence, we get exact meaning of the sentence. So I am smart. Here verb is not there, main verb is not there. Though main verb is not there, the sentence implies or sentence tells the complete meaning. It means that something is there which is telling us about which is telling us a main theme in the sentence. So I am smart. So here am is playing the role of main verb. So the flower is also beautiful. In this sentence, it is playing main verb. Though we know that is also playing role of helping verb in present continuous tense. Am is also playing role of helping verb in present continuous tense. Though they are playing a role in present continuous tense as a helping verb, here they are playing role of main verb. Means what here? Primary auxiliary can play role of main verb as well as helping verbs. That's why they are called primary auxiliary. In the third statement is they don't need a main verb to complete the sentence. See here, I am smart. Here I haven't used any main verb. Though I haven't used any main verb, the sentence gives appropriate meaning. Means I am understanding the course, the substance of the sentence. मला ते सेंटेन्स कळतंय जरी तिथे मेन वर्ब नसलं. म्हणजेच am, is, are, was, were, have, has, had, do, does, did are playing role of primary auxiliary. They can play role of main verb as well as helping verb. See, I do the work, I work. Means they are playing role of main verb as well as helping verb. I am man, she is girl, they are boys, he was there, they were there. Okay, so I have hands. So here I have hands, I have bungalow, I have a car, she has a car, uh, she has a pet animal. So the king had a castle, or king had a big kingdom. So in this way we can use only all the primary auxiliaries to complete the sentence. So that's why because of this they are called primary auxiliaries. Here they act as a main verb when used singularly, like that. They are useful when they are used singularly. That time they are playing role of main verb. They are useful. Here main verb is not there, but we are getting the meaning of the sentence. That's why are, am is are, was were, had, have, has, do, does, did are also called as a primary auxiliaries. Trees are helpful for human being. Now here primary auxiliaries. Next topic is primary auxiliaries. The forms of to be. I have segregated all the verbs. Forms of to be: for the present am is are is used, for past was were, and for future shall and will. Here forms of to have: for present have, has, for past had. Forms of